Today is episode 4 of Movement for Humans. We're going to talk about hip and core stability because this is something that I think everyone can benefit from. I see issues with hip stability all the time in my clients that come for physical therapy or folks that I think should come to physical therapy. And there's a million ways to go about it. We could use bands and weights, but today we're just going to do body weight things, which you will find is going to be challenging enough. So let's get started with a little bit of posture awareness, because if you don't have good posture, your muscles aren't going to work efficiently and your breath is not going to, hello Sam, your breath is not going to be as good quality because you're not going to breathe into your diaphragm and pelvic floor as much. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. Soften your knees, and you want your pelvis stacked up over your feet. So it shouldn't be like way back here, shouldn't be forward, pelvis over feet. And then if you put one hand on your lower abdomen, other hand either kind of like on the lower ribs or upper chest, either one, try to roughly get those hands to stack up one on top of the other. Take a good, deep, doesn't have to be big, but deep inhale. Then exhale through pursed lips like you're blowing through a straw. And as you do that exhale, see if you can naturally feel a bit of core engagement happening. And as you feel that core engagement happening, see if that will gently and subtly pull your two hands towards one another. So that's going to be just an easy, subtle core engagement just with your breath. You don't need to have like stiff abs just to stand up. Now, part of that, in order to engage your abs, hey Kathy, is to relax your lower back. So forget about your glutes for a second. Just relax your lower back. Feel your core connecting in the front. And you may feel like you're starting to tuck your pelvis. That's okay. Once you find your core, keep that tight. And then can you keep your abs engaged as you straighten your knees? If you have really tight quads, it tends to pull your pelvis forward, or tight hip flexors tends to pull the pelvis forward. And that creates that tension and makes it harder for you to use your abs properly. So let's start with a couple pelvic tucks. Soften your knees even more. Hands can be on your hips now. And start to just tuck your pelvis and then go the other way. Notice how far it can go each direction. If you tend to live at one extreme, your muscles are probably going to be tight and bias you into that position. Now find the spot where it's in the middle and see if that's kind of where you were before. Again, find those abs. Inhale, exhale through a straw. Find a bit of connection between your two hands. And then can you keep it there as you stand up? For some folks, the quads really get in the way, so I want to start with a quad stretch. Just the one that you know, probably from gym class back in the day, but with lots of extra nuance and cueing, hopefully. So, got that core engaged, grab your foot, and you need to, again, reestablish that tucked pelvis so that your abs are engaged and your back is not tight and your abs stretched out. So, tighten up the abs, tuck the pelvis. And then bring the knee towards your midline, towards the other knee, as much as possible. They don't have to touch. They do, that's awesome. But the thighs are hopefully closer together. If you don't feel a quad stretch yet, can you tuck your pelvis even more? So now you definitely need to use your glutes. That glute right there is now on fire. Whew. Okay, tuck your pelvis. Keep lifting your abs. And the more you do that, the more quad stretch you can get. If your quads are really tight, you might benefit from some foam rolling. But if they just don't respond to anything, it's probably something else causing the tightness in your quads. It might be in your back or hips, like in the back of the hips. All right, now hold that quad stretch. Without literally moving, press your foot against your hand. And then keep that core tight. Relax the push. Can you pull your heel closer to your butt? In a really healthy, efficient body, you should be able to keep your core engaged, your back long, even on the flat side, And your heel should be pretty darn close to your butt without having to cheat. Okay, stay here. Can you use your hamstring now and let go of your foot? Mine is like about to cramp. Woo! And then if it does cramp, straighten your knee and engage your quad. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. Core tight, grab your foot, tuck your pelvis, lift your abs, and then try to bring the knees closer together to the midline. Keep lifting your core, dropping your pelvis. Lift the core, drop the pelvis. As you do that, you should feel more and more intensity in your quad stretch. Whew. All right, press your foot against your hand to engage your quad. And then relax, keep tucking and lifting the abs. Can you let go? So hard, so hard. And then come on down. If your hamstring cramped, tighten up your quad. That'll help relax it. Okay, so hopefully you have a little bit of relationship with your core now. We're going to do a little bit more of that against the wall. If you don't have a wall, you can do this in standing without the wall. But the wall is kind of nice. You can even do this in sitting. So standing against the wall or sitting, you choose. But the wall is nice because you can lean against it and feel your spine being straight against the wall. Your feet need to be a little farther ahead. So if your feet are against the wall, you're going to feel unbalanced. Okay, bring one knee up to your chest, give it a hug. Now as you pull that knee in, your pelvis is going to have to kind of rock back and tuck under to make room for your thigh to come up. So if you feel a lot of pinching in your hip, see if you can tuck your pelvis under more. If those muscles are really stiff back there, you're more likely to feel pinching in your hip. The other thing is that you need to drop your hip down so that your hips are level versus hiking your hip up. Nope. Yes. Hold that leg into your chest and take a moment and try to lift your core away from your thigh, as if you're trying to pin your lower back against the wall. If you can keep the core engaged, shoulders down, keep breathing. Let go of your leg. Can you keep your leg right there? So my core is keeping my spine stable, and now my hip flexor is holding my leg up. When the core doesn't work, the hip flexor does all the work, and that's another reason we get pinching in the hip. All right, hug that leg right back in. You can kind of rest your abs. Take a breath if you stop breathing. All right, try again. Pull your abs in, away from your thigh, and then can you let go? My bottom leg is also working crazy hard, if not even harder. All right, from here, slowly lower your leg all the way down. Those of you with hip flexor pain, this is a great one, just controlling it down. Other side. This is an eccentric action of your hip flexor. Eccentrics are great for rehab. Okay, pull that leg in. Engage your core. Exhales always help with that core engagement. Shoulders down, long spine. All right, make sure your hips are level as well. Maybe think of dropping that hip to the floor. Let go. Should feel like some work happening, and then hug it back in. Can you come a little closer? Again, your pelvis should be tucking here so that your leg can come up to your chest. One more time, pull your core in, hip to the floor, spine tall, let go, and then slowly lower your leg all the way to the floor. Can it lower with control? All right, shake it out. Now, if you weren't already in standing, join me away from the wall. If you need something to hang on to, grab a chair, or you can be one hand on the wall. Okay, very similar. Lift one knee up to your chest. Stand tall. Try to keep your base leg straight. It's going to want to bend, but that's easier. As you straighten your knee, you will likely feel more work and more stretch. All right, now, both hands to the ceiling. The opposite hand as knee. Reach it up, crazy high. Reach, 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 reach. Keep reaching, keep reaching. You're going to elongate that side. And then the opposite side is kind of crunching up and getting shorter. So you really work the crunch side and stretch the long side. Come down, other side. Pick your knee up. Find your core. Arms to the ceiling. Opposite arm. Reach up like crazy. Reach more than you think you can even reach. And as that arm reaches up, you're going to stretch that side. Hike up your opposite hip and compress the other side. There we go. You feel lots of work in your body right now. Come on down. All right, hopefully you feel your core is working. Come down to your knees. If you need to put a pillow under your knees, roll up your yoga mat, feel free. All right, from here, we're going to just take a moment and reestablish our connection with your pelvis. To start with, relax your glutes. Typically, we work our whole body together, but just for a moment, tell your glutes to not work. You relax your lower back and just have a gentle sense of weight in the back of your pelvis, your tailbone, and let that start to sink down. In opposition, you start to feel a lift upwards in the front of your body. So going up in the front, long in the back. When the glutes are relaxed, you're going to use your hamstrings more to do this. The hamstrings attached to the bottom of your pelvis and are going to kind of weight the back of your pelvis down. The abs attached to the front of your pelvis, it can pull the front of the pelvis up. Now, add your glutes in, and they're going to give you stability in this position. All right, so now you have a long lower back, a lifted core. I still have a normal neutral posture for the most part. Might be a little on the flat side. Now let's try hinging back. Hinge back, and you're going to feel your quads engage. Come all the way back up. And you keep that length in your lower back as you do this. 2 more. Right back up. 1 more time. And all the way up. Let's do another quad stretch. So come on down. Hands walk behind you. We're going to attempt to find that same pelvic position. So long lower back. Lift your tailbone up. Press your hips towards the ceiling. Hopefully you feel a very active quad stretch here. If you would like more intensity, press your shins and ankles into the floor. And maybe even roll your shoulder blades back, open your chest a bit, while still keeping the abs engaged to the ribs. So the ribs aren't flaring up. The ribs are connected to your pelvis. Ooh, come on down. So be mindful of how much stretch you just felt, especially if you felt really stiff there. When we come down to side lying in a side plank. Okay, we're going to start off really easy and then ramp things up. So I'll give you some options for intensity. So super easy, line your feet up with your back. So if you were lying on your back like this, you have the same orientation on your side. Now even though you're lying on the floor, keep your body actively engaged. So find your core, and as you lift your core, hopefully you have a little bit of space under here. Okay, super simple, just lift that top knee up into a clam, and then lower it back down. Keep going, and I'm going to talk about this. Now, you can certainly make this harder in many, many ways, but the purpose of this exercise is to engage the little rotational muscles that attach from the side of your hip to the sacrum, to the back of your pelvis. And these muscles not only do this motion, but they help stabilize your leg when you're standing, especially when you stand on one leg. All right, maybe you're starting to feel them. All right, for the next series of exercises, you're welcome to stay down here on your side. I'm going to come up to a side plank. It's going to be like a million times harder. So push the ground away, lift your core, and then hips press forward, sort of like a bridge motion. Push your hips forward and up. And now we're going to do the same clam motion. It's a little bit different because now your hips are forward, but it's roughly the same thing. It should be much harder here in general because you're using way more muscles to lift yourself off the floor. But see if you can still squeeze that butt. Now I hope you're noticing that my pelvis is staying completely still. Sometimes tend to want to rock back to lift the knee higher. That's just cheating and compensating. Be really mindful that you're only moving from one joint. All right, adding on. If you need to take a break at any time, take a break. Lift that knee up. Now, the knee is going to stay in place. It's a place hold and not move. My foot, however, is going to rotate up, if you can see it, in line with my knee. My hip was like insta shaking. My arm, I have to keep reminding myself to push my arm against the floor. Reverse those moves. Toes together, top knee down. Whew. And then repeat. Knee up, the knee stays in place. Now the foot comes up, which is really the hip internally rotating, moving from my hip socket with both moves. Whew. Shaking, city. Toe down, knee down. Let's do 3 more. Knee up, rotate the foot up. Toe down, knee down. Knee up, toe up, toe down, knee down. My bottom hip is also working crazy hard. Knee up, toe down, knee down. Whew. All right, that was the sweaty part. Hopefully you're sweating too. Sweat is good. We need to sweat every day. Okay, so starting, take a breath, lie on your back, feet in line with your hips. Hips are stacked up. Start with an easy plan. Even though this may be crazy easy, just allow this move to bring awareness to your hip rotator muscles. They're right in your back pocket. They're probably the ones you've massaged when you put a ball under there. Whew. The ones that hurt so good. All right, adding on. Feel free to stay low or come on up to your side plank. Push the ground away. My shoulder is underneath me. It's not up by my ear. Lift your core. Push your hips forward while keeping the core tight. I set up in the beginning. All right, so adding that clam back in. Knee up, knee down, up and down. Hopefully you feel both hips working. The bottom hip to stabilize and the top hip to do the knee rotation. Adding on, knee up, hold the knee there, rotate your foot up. Reverse, toe down, knee down. Knee up, toe down, knee down. Lift, rotate, reverse, toe down, knee down. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, ooh, down, down. How about one more? Up, and up, down, and down. All right, we just got a few more exercises to go. So now we're going to do some bridge and bridge variations. I'm not going to do a ton, I promise. So lie on your back. Feet heavy. Find your core. Lift your hips. You should be squeezing your glutes. Now at the top of your bridge, ideally, you have good alignment. So your shoulders are in line with your hips, hips in line with your knees, and your pelvis is neutral. I feel like it's tucking like crazy. That's essentially, if you stood up, it would be in a neutral position. Now from here, tap your hips to the floor and squeeze back up. And you find that neutral position again. If your quads or hip flexors are tight, it's going to make you want to kind of stick your butt out. All right. Let's do 3 more. Tap and lift even higher. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. All right. From here, you're going to walk your feet closer together. Think of lengthening your knees away from you, and then lift one knee up. Now, if you're with me still, tap down and come back up. If this just feels impossible, just work on marching your knee instead. Just do one more. Ooh. Zoom your bridge. Lift those hips even higher and do the other side. All right, 3 taps. Down, squeeze up. Down, lift. One more time. Down and lift. Back to your bridge. Hips up. Let's take a short break. Lower your hips and breathe. We got one more variation. Lift your hips up. Now, try to keep your pelvis lifted and perfectly still the whole time. Float one leg up, lower it back down. Find your core, find your glutes. Other leg come up. Did you lose any height? If so, now's the time with both feet on the floor to regroup. Keep going. March. Lower your foot. Squeeze those hips up. March. Lower. Squeeze. March. Lower. And squeeze. Let's do a quick figure 4 stretch. Cross your ankle over your knee. Grab your thigh, pull it into your chest. All right, your butt should be tired. This is just a nice way to give it a little elongation after being so shortened. To get a little more stretch, just pull that stretchy side knee over your body a bit more. So I'm rotating my knees to the right. And I come back into the middle. Switch legs. Knee over, ankle over knee. Grab your thigh, pull into your chest. As I'm pulling in, I'm keeping my tailbone grounded into the floor to get the maximum elongation of my glute muscles. Then, rotate your knee across your body to get a little more intensity. All right, come back to the middle. All right, almost done. Onto your hands and knees. Now, let me grab a yoga block just for demonstration purposes. In life, we tend to use our entire body and do like complicated whole body moves. In physical therapy, rehab, most of the time I want you to move one joint at a time, and that is definitely true in this exercise. And it is going to be pretty humbling if this is the first time you've done it. So I'm going to put my yoga block on my pelvis. You don't have to do that unless you want to. And the goal is to only move your hip joint. So let's start by stabilizing our body. Push the ground away, shoulders away from your ears. Engage your core. And then, without moving your pelvis, hover one knee off of the ground. And then open it to the side. As you open it to the side, be wary of cheating. You want to lift your hip up like a fire hydrant, but isolate just the hip joint. From there, like we did in that plank exercise earlier, rotate your foot towards the ceiling. And then rotate your leg behind you, more like a quad stretch parallel position. So now we made this weird circle. Repeat. Knee forward, open to the side, pivot upwards, and then continue to the back. One more time. Knee forward, open to the side, pivot upwards, rotate to the back. Now we did 3. Let's go reverse now. So from the middle, pelvis is stable, abs tight, leg goes straight back, open to the side, hold there. Now pivot your thigh into external rotation and float your knee towards your chest or shoulder. And then come underneath your body. 2 more. Back, side, rotate to external rotation, and then knee to your shoulder. 1 more. Back, side. I'm like super sweaty now. Rotate, knee to shoulder, and then knee under chest. Whew. How'd that feel? You may also feel your base hip working as much as or even harder. Totally right thing. Okay, side 2. Optional, use your block. Give you some good feedback. Push the ground away, shoulders away from your ears. Engage the core. Float your knee off the ground. Get your block move. Open your leg to the side. Did you cheat by lifting too high and moving your pelvis? From your hip joint, rotate your leg into internal rotation so the foot goes up, the knee didn't go anywhere. Rotate your knee to the back into a parallel position. 2 more circles. Knee to chest, open to the side, rotate up, float to the back. Once more, knee to chest, open to the side, rotate into hip internal rotation to the back. Come to all fours, take a moment, breathe. Again, reset, push the ground away, shoulders down, abs in. We're going to reverse, so flip the leg, take it back, open to the side. Pivot into external rotation, knee under your body. 2 more, back, side, rotate knee to shoulder, under your chest. Last one, back, side, knee to shoulder, under your chest. Whew. Let's stand up. How does that feel? Last one. So now we've done lots of stability work. Let's see how your balance is. So stand on one leg. Right. Hopefully you feel strong in your core, but also press your foot into the floor and then lift up out of your leg to get a little taller. It's best to think of the back of your body lengthening, because if you think of the front, we tend to open and flare the ribs and compromise the lower back. I was just trying a little balance challenge. So if you have level pelvis, I think like having a tutu on my pelvis. I want to drop one side, drop your hip, and lift it right back up. Lower it down, lift it up. Ideally, this is a smooth, controlled motion. There's no momentum. And every part of the movement is under your control. If this is feeling pretty easy, let's take the knee behind you to a curtsy. You can tap your foot if you like. So now that hip is dropping, and now bring the hip back up and open your knee to the side, like a high knee march. Woo! 2 more. Curtsy, sink down, you can always tap, and then knee up. It's like max concentration. 1 more time. Curtsy, and knee up. We got 1 more side to go, and then we'll call it a day. Whew. Okay, so start with your balance. Anchor your foot into the floor, grow tall to the back of your body. Start with just the pelvis dipping down, then hiking up. Dip down, hike it up. 1 more time. Feel free to stay here, or let's go to the next variation. Leg goes behind you, cross back, curtsy, knee up to the side. All the muscles on the side of your hip are working, so they're elongating as you go down and then shortening to come up. They're working in both directions, just in different ways. Last one. Down and up. All right, guys. Hopefully you feel more stable, more connected, and ready for the rest of your day. Bye.